Okay, dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be looking at the 5th anniversary part 1 update. So things are getting very exciting for 7 nights. We are finally here at the 5th anniversary, but before we look at the update notice, we're going to look at the calendar for October. So there are 3 updates for October, please take note of that. And on the 15th, we'll be getting Mythical Awakened Rudy. So they have decided to split the release for Mythical Awakened Reginleif and Rudy separately. Okay, so just take note that we don't have Reginleif currently for this, we don't have Rudy for this week, okay? And this is Hayoung's pet, so there's gonna be a new pet coming out, and she is a normal pet actually, not a special pet. So that's pretty interesting because we haven't had normal pets for a very long time. So I think she could be a new PvE pet, so just take note of protecting your rubies if you want a PvE pet. New contents, we have Brawl and Jewel Myth Awakening. So this is happening in the current update, which we will look at later on. Okay, so this event, until the first week update, so this is over already. So if you have not claimed your September coupon and you have not pre-registered, I'm sorry, it's already over. And this is for the current update, which means we do get a new check-in event. And this is a welcome mail. I'm not too sure if it's a new player mail. We'll look at that later. And then if you have pre-registered, you'll be getting 110 free heroes. Okay, 110 free heroes, which is gonna be very good. I think they will have Reginleif raid up. Okay, and then this is for next week. We'll be getting a new jumping check-in event as well as Mythical Awakened Rudy. And we also have an October coupon. I've already posted it in my community page as well as on my Facebook page, so do check it out, all the coupons that we have. And there is a new coupon as well called Come Back to 7K. So just take note of this one as well. You have another coupon, more rewards. Okay. Moving on. This is the update notice. I haven't looked at it, so I'm also very excited. Okay, let's scroll. Thank you for joining us on the 5th anniversary of 7 Nights. Here's the news for the first 5th anniversary update and event notice. In the celebration of the 5th anniversary, we are presenting Celestial Guardians Reginleif and Mythical Awakened Jewels. Also 20 hero groups. We have news for the Brawl update. 20 hero groups. Okay. So Reginleif, come on. Seems like they didn't censor her. I'm not sure because the image keeps changing. Okay. So they use this image, probably is already fixed long time ago, so they did not change her. But if you look at other 5th anniversary images, they did censor her, so pretty interesting. Okay. Decreases physical and fixed damage taken by the caster and magic type allies by 40%. So she directly counters Freya. Interesting. I did not expect her to be the one that counters Freya. So magic teams get another buff because they're gonna reduce physical damage taken and fixed damage taken. This is applied to all magic type allies. Okay. Decrease electrify resist of all enemies. Wow. Okay, this is pretty interesting. So I guess she has electrify. Every third attack activates Secret of Harmony effect. Oh my god, there's a special effect. Okay, so every third attack deals additional damage equal to 300% of magic attack to all enemies. So this is a Yonhee thing. Deals greater damage with higher defense. Greater damage with higher defense. So I'm not too sure if this one is part of the third attack or is it just a additional passive. Maybe it's part of the third attack. Yeah, but this is a Yonhee thing. We'll see how that works. Deals 500%, that's a lot, magic damage to 3 enemies. This is a bottom skill. Applies 50% lethal rate. Decreases awakened skill activation gauge by 5. So she reduces enemies awakened gauge by half. Recovers all allies HP equal to 200% of magic attack when using a skill. What? Wait, whoa, she's even better than Rosie. So if you pair her with Rosie, the heals are gonna be insane. But then again, don't forget that we will have Sage around. Sage nerfs all healing by 70%. And then also we will have Chris. Some people use Chris too. Although he doesn't stack with Sage, so if you have Sage and Chris on the team, they don't stack, okay? But some people, you know, use Chris instead of Sage. Maybe they don't have Sage yet. So Chris nerfs 50%. So, but this is huge. This is some insane healing over here for a damage skill. Okay, she's pretty OP. Deals 300% to 4 enemies, ignores 50% defense, 80% chance to electrify, and decrease buff duration. So all the goodness in one skill. She has electrify, she has buff duration reduction, and she hits pretty hard to 4 enemies. I'm just thinking now, is she gonna be a farmer? Because she definitely can be a farmer, right? Due to her third attack activation. And can we actually use her for, you know, I don't think we can use her for 610 still, because it's pretty unfortunate that she doesn't hit for AoE. All her attacks seem to be 3-4-4. And being 3-4-4 means that she's not subjected to Rosie's you know, debuff. For her weakened skill, she deals 350% magic damage to 4 enemies and deals additional damage equal to 20% of maximum HP, ignores 50% defense. So this is a very hard hitting skill too. If you have seen how Sage's weakened skill hits, this is pretty much the same. Okay, except that because Sage only deals the additional this part to poison enemies, so sometimes you may not get to see it, but Reginleif does it to all enemies regardless. She has block nullification on her, wow, on her effect attack. Yeah, she has block nullification on her effect attack. Pretty crazy, very good. It's finally back. This was the effect attack which Atalanta, this was the effect that Atalanta had. Atalanta had a chance to land block nullification with her basic attack. So here we have it on Reginleif. So Reginleif's exclusive item, Secret of Harmony. This is her passive. She's adding on to her passive. Whoa. Decrease block rate of all enemies by 100% each turn. Good. You gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. It's weird because she nullifies block, and we have Fenrir who nullifies block, and here we have Reginleif who decreases block rate of all enemies by 10% each turn. Like, honestly, this is also very good for guild dungeon. I mean, if there's a slot for her, you know, this is actually really good for guild dungeon. Furthermore, she heals, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And yeah, because some enemies have very high block rate in guild dungeon. I'm not sure if you can use her there, but that's pretty cool. Increase lethal rate by 20%. She seems to be a crit and lethal user actually, because she has electrify. Yeah, and seems like they are trying to give her more lethal damage, so she could be on lethal. Peace regulated as her awakened skill. Decrease all damage taken by ally. Decrease all damage taken by all allies by 50% for 4 turns when using a skill. Okay, so this is very crazy as well. This is very defensive. So Reginleif is a how do I say it? She's a magic hero that is very defensive based. Yeah, I don't know how this is read, because, you know, decrease all damage taken by all allies by 50% for 4 turns. So does it mean that, you know, the buff only lasts for 4 turns, or does the buff last every 4 turns when she uses a skill? So this is the more this is an interesting part, because she says when using a skill. So does it mean that when she uses a skill for the next 4 turns you decrease damage, or does it mean that from here on, you know, after she uses her awakened skill, she gains this effect? That means when she uses a skill, decrease all damage taken by all allies by 50% for 4 turns each time she uses a skill. Yeah, so that's the very vague part here, but it's the crazy part. Okay, it's the really crazy part, because imagine if this is permanently applied to her, you know, kind of like a passive. It's kind of like a passive, but it's on her awakened skill, so it's very strange. Yeah, so basically whenever she uses a skill, she will recover, and she can also decrease damage taken. So you will want to give her increased skill use chance. You will want to give her a lot of increased skill use chance. Here we have a red accessory selector, so the gas gifts are improving as well. Last time I think we had a ticket, but now it's a selector. Brawl. Okay, so we need to click on this to find out more about Brawl. Brawl is now a content where 20 heroes fight at the same time. The brawl to earn materials to Myth Awakened Jewels and Rubies. So you can earn Rubies and materials to Mythical Awakened Jewels. We'll look at Brawl in a while. Revolutionary Jewel PvE options are currently not available in Brawl. This will be fixed by the next build update. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing what they're trying to say is PvE jewels, their effects are not applied for this week. Something like that. Okay, Jewel Mythical Awakened release. So to power up Mythical Awakened Jewels, higher amounts of jewels and moonlit ores are required as materials. So we need more moonlit ores. That's please do jewel raid. Okay, here. Celestial Crystal, great. Jewel Mythical, wow, it's this thing, this looks pretty. Jewel Mythical Awakening material. You need 3 of the same jewel, okay, 3 of the same jewel, which means if you want to Mythical Awaken a speed jewel, you need 3 red speed awaken plus 5 jewels, okay? Speed awaken plus 5. 5 million gold and 300 celestial crystals. When you equip a Mythical Awakening Jewel set, the set stats are doubled than those of okay. So if you have 3 Mythical Awakened Jewels on the same hero, they will get more stat increase. When you power up Mythical Awakened Jewels, it increases at 1.5 times the rate of existing jewels each plus 1 power up. What? When you... What? Okay, so I guess they're saying that the stat boost is bigger. I think stat boost is bigger. Yeah, so there's a greater increase, something like that, which means it makes it more worthwhile basically. 7 out of all jewels. So 7 out of all jewels have a bigger boost compared to regular jewels, which include your boss jewels, fallout of all jewels, okay, all that. Option change. Okay, we have more things now. Reset and power up. Option change, you need 100 light crystals. Oh, that's crazy. That is so crazy. 1 million gold. Power up per material 10,000 gold. That's okay. Selling price. Selling price? So, what? I guess if we sell a Mythical Awakened Jewel, we get 100 celestial crystals or something. That's pretty weird. Option reset, 100 rubies. Option, okay. So these are just costs. We'll just take it with a pinch of salt. We'll move on to the more important, which is the default, the substat. The default options for the Mythical Awakened Jewels and the options for each jewel are randomly assigned. So, okay, I'm not gonna care about 7 Knights. Do I have World Boss? No World Boss? Oh, here, World Boss. I don't get it. Okay, so I guess if you are Mythical Awakening a Fallout Jewel, you can get any of these substats. Okay? And the same applies to everything. If you Mythical Awaken a Revolution Duo, you will get any 5 of these substats, which is pretty cool. And then there comes the chance to change it, to reset. Oh no, to change it. The reset, I'm not sure. The reset may be the main stat itself. Then the change will definitely be for the extra substat, probably. Yeah, so I'm not too sure what's the change and reset about, but we'll look at that in depth. New mythical options. Oh. Okay, so these are the main substats. This is the new substat that we will gain. Right? New mythical option, okay. Speed. Oh. Okay, so 7 Knight and World Boss duos will gain these options. Fallout and Fallout. I'm sorry, this is very game changing. Wow. Okay, so basically when you Mythical Awaken duos, you will get a main stat, which is the current one that you have. These are all the same, okay? These are all the same as the current duos. Nothing has changed. These are the default substats. And then you gain an additional mythical option, mythical substat, okay? For the 7 Knights and World Boss, you get these, you get the possibility of one of these, and you get a random stage. So you may get a +1 speed, which is completely trash, or you may get a +3 speed, which is the best. So there's a kind of like a luck element here, and that's where the change comes in. So now I'm thinking the change refers to changing within one option, which means if you get a speed +1, you can change it and hopefully get a +3. Okay. The reset means completely trying to get a different mythical option, possibly, which is going to be pretty. So there's kind of like an RNG thing now, even for jewels. Nothing for weapons, accessories, you know the RNG there. Jewels, we have the RNG here again. It's been a while. Remember we were complaining back then when we were talking about pet substats, and then now for jewel substats we have this RNG thing. And this is pretty crazy. So if you want to save on a speed jewel, you can potentially use the World Boss jewel to get the mythical substat for speed, and then you can potentially save on that. For Fallouts, we get lethal rate increase, crit rate increase, look, effect attack rate increase. This is completely new. Counter attack damage increase, which is gonna be the worst one, I think. Block rate increase, which is these are World Boss jewels substats, by the way. And physical magic attack damage reduction. This is pretty interesting. This is also very new. So I would say that this will be applied on your speed leader, because currently if you think about it, we don't really use Fallout jewels that much except for the speed jewel, right? So for the speed jewel, it's only placed on the speed leader. So this is obviously, the effect attack rate is obviously the best substat for the speed jewel, okay? And then we have recovery rate increase, and we do have the damage reduction from block. So if you're trying to Mythical Awaken that one, obviously these two will be the best because it's more defensive in nature. And then we also have recovery rate increase. We also have skill cooldown, which no one uses right now. Okay, no one uses that. So I think the options, I mean, to even Mythical Awaken a Fallout jewel is pretty limited in terms of usage. So this is gonna be the best one. So try to use this, do this for your speed leader. I think you just need one copy. Okay. Fallout jewels, you get crit rate, lethal rate, status effect rate, effect attack chance as well. Okay, and I don't know what's APD. APD, 1, 2, 3 as well. APD plus 3, speed. Okay, this is a typo, this is speed. Oh, so you can also get speed attack on your Fallout of Old Jewel. Okay. So I think the Fallout of Old Jewel has more useful substats, and imagine you get these two: crit rate increased by 20%, lethal rate. It will save you a whole lot of issue with your crit and lethal proccing. Okay, you also get effect attack here, and status effect. That's the most wow one. Yeah, this is the most wow one because this is completely new. We can actually increase status effect, so it's pretty interesting how you can customize the jewel, because now there's really no right or wrong, right? It's really dependent on the hero. And I think if you were to Mythical Awaken the Fallout jewel and you get a substat from any of these, I think it can still work. It doesn't mean that there is a formula to it. You need to have this particular combination because all these substats are pretty useful. So for Revolutionary, I think the most important one will be the Revolutionaries. Yeah, they're all given 20% the maximum, but I think it's all random, so that's where the damage is going to differ. If you want, of course, I would say the crit and lethal one is the best, and yeah, basically that's it. Because you can use the effect attack damage, because remember we said that Valika and Shane, they have 100% effect attacks, but take note that every effect attacks does not refer to speed attacks. Okay, basic attack damage. So I think this would be better if you really want, if you have it, and then your Valika and Shane runs a counter build, this will be very good for them. I would strongly suggest you to Mythical Awaken for Valika and Shane first if you want to look at PvE heroes. Okay, Shane and Valika first, because you will want to try to get these two. If you get these two on them, I think it's very good, because it saves you a lot of trouble, saves you a lot of potential issues. You can even play around with different teams, because you don't really need certain heroes as much if you manage to get all these, especially for crit rate. You won't need Lina as much if you have guild buffs and all that. And this is also very good for modes which does not rely on guild buffs like Castle Rush, so all these are very good. And Shane herself also relies on counter in Castle Rush, I believe, so this is also good, and so basic attack damage is also good in that case. This one is really before your front line. Okay, this one is for Sig and Aragon, I would believe, but why would you want to do that, right? Why would you want to Awaken a jewel for them, right? That's my point. These are also for the front line, so not so effective on your back line. Of course, yeah, it will protect your backline more, but I won't see the need. So for Dark Knights, you get a lot of all these as well. Basic stats, pretty much the same. You do get lethal damage and crit damage, which is new. Okay, which is new. These will be very broken, especially if you Mythical Awaken the one that allows you to survive on 1 HP, and you put it on PvP like a damage dealer. I think this will be very strong. Okay, not only do you increase their survivability, but you also increase their damage output. And finally, for the 7 Knights of Old, you get all these as well. Also very good substats. Yeah, and in fact their substats they provide more. Wait, what? Okay, so that's actually a difference. You see that even though this is the same substat, but yeah, comparing to different tier of jewels, the substat is different. Okay, good to know. Okay, so if you see here, lethal damage for the 7 Knights of Old jewel is 25%, but lethal damage for the Dark Knight jewel is 30%. It can go up to 30%. So obviously, not the best, I would say. And if you see here, effect attack rate for the 7 Knights of Old jewel is 10%, but for the one here, for the Fallout one, is only 5%. So obviously, this is the better, better duel. Seven Knights of Old duels are of course the best. I think they gave the most buffs, except for crit damage and lethal damage. Yeah, they even give 20% reduction permanently. Yeah, so this is even better than the accessory that reduces 40% for 7 turns. So this is 20% permanently. Okay. Okay, so this is a welcome back mail. Wow. This is just given straight off the bat. It's not even, it's not even for newer players, not even for returning players. This is given straight off the bat. This is crazy. This is crazy. We get 3 selectors today, and then we get 2. We have the chance to get 2 Berserker rings tomorrow. And then we have 2 legendary substats, so we get 3,000 rubies, 300 defense, and 30 million gold. These are amazing. There's 6 rewards in total, so 6 days. Okay, 6 days. And yeah, basically these are for players who did not come back today. It's actually for, yeah, so it's pretty funny because they said rewards will be distributed to knights who access the game before today. Okay, so that means, yeah, they're really just welcoming back us. And we have a check-in event. We will get a 10 plus 1 7 Knights of O ticket, which means this does not guarantee you'll get a 7 Knights of O, okay? This will not guarantee, this is just a chance you will get it. 2 Celestial Accessory Selectors, Willful Ring, we get a Galidus Amelia Selector. This comes after the dungeon where you already get 1 Galidus Amelia, so your Galidus should pretty much be on the way to 50, okay? This is the first time they're giving free soul shards, I believe. 2,000 soul shards and a Berserker ring, so we get 3 Berserker rings in this week alone, which is insane. Look at the value of Berserker rings now. And then we also get a rare Substat stone. Okay, so I believe we're getting another week of check-in events next week, so this is only gonna last for 1 week, so can't wait to see. We have a Reginleif dungeon as well. She gives the Light of Harmony. What do we get from the Light of Harmony? We get the Ring of Harmony ticket. We need to use, what, how many? 8 Light of Harmony. How long is the dungeon? The dungeon lasts for 3 weeks. Sorry, 2 weeks. The dungeon lasts for 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, we get this. We get 14. 2 weeks we get 14 Light of Harmony. We need 8. Which means we can't get we can only get 1 again. Pretty interesting, because usually this kind of this problem exists for 7 out of O, but now they're applying it to even. Wow! You increase damage dealt to offensive type allies by 20%, decrease damage received from them. This is a better... Oh my gosh, this is so much better. This is a better version of the Celestial Accessory. But the Celestial Accessory increases damage up to 30% if I'm not wrong. But for this one it's only 20%, and you also reduce damage taken. So obviously it doesn't go really well with the Berserker ring, okay? Because Berserker ring, the idea of the Berserker ring is for you to take damage, but this one counters against that and reduces damage taken from those enemies. And it's completely random. If you're gonna will on this, it's completely random. You're not going to and they're not gonna ensure that you get all types, all 3. So if you are really lucky, you'll get all 3. Congratulations, because I think this is like a collector's item. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. But for free-to-play players, I think you can only get 1. Right? Because you get 14 and you need 8, so the max doesn't add up again. You are missing 2. Unfortunately. Yeah. So unfortunately. Okay. Just take note of this. Rosie's synthesis event is extended. Okay. But the dungeon is not. Yeah, so all these are still here. I don't know if the dungeon is actually... Mr. Armor is in pet selectors now, so you can get Mr. Armor. If you do have the topaz, I would say try to get 1, I think. I don't have enough topaz, so unfortunately. For knights who have pre-registered before the first week update of October, the 10 plus 1 times 10 tickets will be distributed by tapping the claim additional reward button. Okay, so please remember to click on the same place you pre-registered. And we are going over to look at Brawl. Okay, so Fever mode and Brawl have been removed. Brawl is now a content where 20 heroes fight at the same time. Play Brawl to earn materials to Mythical, Awakened Jewels and Rubies. We don't have stats from Revolutionary Jewels applied again, just to emphasize. You can repeat during the season and your highest score will be recorded. You can play for 4 days and receive a season ranking reward every Friday after the calculation. Okay, so season starts every Monday, season ends every Thursday, calculations on Friday. Brawl. Heroes cannot use skills in Brawl and only basic attacks are available. Hero with higher speed attacks attacks the boss faster. That makes sense. That finally makes sense. Heroes can attack more frequently when closer to the boss. So probably you want to put the speed heroes in the front, right? Since the boss uses its skills every set number of turns, hero formation is important. Front row gets increased attack, back row gets increased defense. Brawl turns in Brawl are based on time. You have to damage the boss as much as possible during the limited time, and the damage determines your season ranking. Up to 20 heroes can be placed in a team. Okay. Okay, so only the first 5 heroes get the buff, I think. Yeah, I think only the first 5 heroes get the buff. And maybe you need speed on all these, I don't know. Okay, so heroes are automatically placed on optimization conditions when you tap the optimize button. Okay, the priority of optimization conditions. Okay, so this is if you are just lazy and you just want to let the system do it for you. Okay, but we'll think of something. You begin the battle with 5 heroes in the main team, and additional heroes enter the battle every set number of turns. So as you can see here, 3 turn, 6 turn, 9 turn, 12 turns. So every 3 turns a hero joins in, all the way up to 45 turns. What? Oh, this is cool. When a hero appears from additional teams, it applies buffs to all allies. Oh! Yeah, this is very strategic then. Because, okay, so as I said, heroes here are coming in every 3 turns, right? So their buff that they apply is gonna last for 3 turns. So it really depends on who you summon in, because the buffs are different. So if you play it strategically, you can actually summon a hero before the boss uses an attack, and that will give you a defense buff. That will be very good for you, right? If you don't time it properly, you will get more damage. And it's pretty interesting. Which means, right, if you actually bring in maybe 7 of the 7 knights, or 8 of the 7 knights, then you basically increase your basic attack damage by 50% continuously for 21 turns. But you lose out on the rest of the buffs. So this is gonna be very strategic. It really depends on when you should bring in the hero. Yeah, so normal heroes will heal. Okay, this one requires more thinking. We'll think about that later. You can check the attack damage results and damage dealt by each hero on the left. Okay, and yeah, survivors. So I assume survivors means you can die. Brawl season reward rankings. Clear reward, you get 20 celestial crystals. Take note, you need 300 to be able to Mythical Awaken Jewel. So nobody is gonna Mythical Awaken Jewel this week. Yeah, nobody. And even if you get the first ranking, you probably need 3 weeks. You will need 3 weeks because 2 weeks only gives you 250 unless you, I'm not sure if it's possible to buy the crystal, but yeah, you need 3 weeks. We need at least 3 weeks to get our first Mythical Awaken crystal, which means it's okay. It gives everyone time and a reason to play Brawl. It looks pretty interesting, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, I think this is going to be pretty fun to play around with, and different heroes are finally gonna be used. Yeah, all these buffs are pretty nice. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the update. I think it sounds very fun, very good. The rewards are all very good. Mythical Awaken Jewels is definitely something to look out for and to prepare for. You do have 3 weeks because I don't think they're trying to... I actually want to go see the shops. Do they have the shops? You're gonna look at what is being sold today. Not that I'm encouraging anyone to buy it, okay? But I just want to see... Oh crap. Sorry, I just want to see like what exactly is being sold, so we have a better idea of, you know, what's actually happening. They are selling oh, they are selling the selector. So I guess if you're really desperate and you get 2 out of the 1, right? You will want to buy this. Yeah, and you do get a Light of Harmony as well. And this is a Fi and Rosie ticket, okay? And you also get 7 out of old jewel. And yeah, they are selling magic crystal. Oh, this is nice. Not gonna lie, this is nice. They're selling magic crystals. Okay. May's lucky calendar is actually very worth it this week. You get 3 Dark Knight tickets. Yeah, just saying. You get a lot of jewels from May's calendar as well. Okay, a lot of jewels. Okay. Wait, so you only get 3 Light of Harmony and 2 here, which brings you to 5th. Just now, what did we say? When you do 14, yeah, 14 plus 5, which is 19, and you need 2. Yeah, okay, so even if you buy everything, oh, you can buy up to 2 limits. So that will be 6, and that will be 10 Light of Harmony in total. So you can effectively get 1 from here. 10 plus 14, you get 24. 24 times 8, yeah. You pretty much, if you want to use up all 3 chances, you pretty much need to buy these 2 packages fully to get it. Okay. Basically, that's all I have for the update. Everything looks pretty fun. Can't wait to get Reginleif. I'll be doing a live stream to get her from Gacha later on. I'll be doing videos regarding Brawl and the special dungeon first, and then later on, subsequently, I will figure out about Mythical Awakening jewels in another video, because I mean no one's able to Mythical Awaken jewels right now. and I may want to touch on all these selectors that are coming your way, or maybe, you know, I can do it next week when the jumping check-in comes in as well. Yeah, so stay tuned for that, stay tuned for the live stream later on, and hopefully you get a level 50 Reginleif very quickly, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. See you!